Hi, this is Emma, and welcome to Esoteric Detective. Throughout the world, there are strange places, but none seems stranger than the Denver airport, which many say has a secret bunker for members of the elite or shadow government of the United States. Located 25 miles from Denver on a plot of land encompassing 53 square miles, sits one of the most curious airports in the world, the Denver International Airport. It is filled with strange murals and occult symbolism, as well as a strange history. But is there really a secret bunker under Denver Airport, and does it really serve as a hiding place for the elite, in case of cataclysmic change? Or is it nothing more than a place to land planes? Stay tuned as Esoteric Detective investigates the top 5 things we know about the mysterious Denver Airport. Number 5. Denver Airport has a long and strange history. At least in regards to the cost of building it. It was commissioned in 1989 at a cost of $1.7 billion. Even then, this was a massive price for an airport, but when it was finished, in 1995, it ended up costing $4.8 billion. That is roughly $3.1 billion over budget. A massive inflation of budget. After construction, the airport is now the second largest airport in the world, only just behind the enormous King Fahd International Airport. The airport was privately funded. That is, not with taxpayers' dollars, or so we are told. And if you try to find out who funded the building of the airport, there is a trail that leads down a labyrinth of paper trails to nowhere. That is, even to this day, no one knows who paid for the building of the airport. The only key marker to who was behind the building of the airport is a very strange marker stone that reads that the airport was built by, and I quote, New World Airport Commission. The problem is that no such commission exists. At least not publicly. Number 4. All around the airport there are symbolisms that hints to a violent and cataclysmic future, and then a united rebirth. Let's take a look. In this mural we can see a soldier in a gas mask with a sword and rifle. There is a line of what can only be described as dying people or ghosts to the left. In the middle we see children laying in graves, or dying. The sword is also cutting down the dove of peace. The rainbow above could denote some type of solar flare, or event that causes this apocalyptic event. In another mural, we see what is the world on fire. We can see all the animals dying. Children laying in coffins. A strange bird is caught in a prism of light. Behind the forest are smoke and the fire is quickly coming this way to engulf whatever is in its path. Other strange symbolism in the picture seem to, at least collectively, suggest that it depicts the arrival of a destructive event that causes life around the world to be destroyed. There seems to be a strong element of Mayan depiction, at least in the pictograph story, that of the end of the world, and then a type of united rebirth of the survivors. There also seems to be a type of Noah's Ark effect, that is where birds and animals are captured in prisms or glass houses, as if whatever is depicted is saying that a proportion of the animals will be saved from this event, as well as a select proportion of the people. Also, for those returning from long flights, They are greeted by a demon, or gargoyle, rising from a suitcase. What this means, someone can only guess. Another strange statue is outside the airport. It shows what is described as a pale horse. It has been dubbed Lucifer by locals. It is a 32-foot tall sculpture of a wild, cerulean-hued horse rearing up in anger. The eyes glow red at night, like two rubies. The artist who made this sculpture, which stands 32 feet tall, and weighs a whopping 9,000 pounds, died while casting it, when it fell down upon him and killed him. A sacrifice to whatever occult gods those who made the airport worship, or just a strange form of irony. Number 3. There was no need to build the airport, at least, not where it was placed. Since there was already at the time a completely functional airport in Stapleton. This airport was only less than 6 miles from Denver and served the public and commercial needs well at the time. Hence the funding in the realm of billions of dollars for an unneeded airport at the time seemed not only strange, but completely without any function. All that is known is that whoever private individuals paid for the airport to be built, they had a lot of money to spend, and were unconcerned with the budget, it would seem. Since it went over budget into the realm of billions of dollars. But whoever was behind it, maybe there is a clue as to the design, since the airport runway strongly resembles a Nazi swastika. Is this a coincidence, or something more? To this day, no one really knows. But the devil is often, as they say, in the details. Number 2. It might have something to do with a biological event, that is the gas mask on the mural denotes such on the soldier, but also a strange inlay in the stone before the mural of the soldier with the gas mask. On the inlay we can see the words AUAG, which denotes, to some gold and silver. But it also has another meaning, since one of the founders of the airport was responsible for the discovering of a deadly strain of hepatitis known as Australian antigen, also, strange enough, called AUAG. Combine this with the fact that this sits in front of the mural of a soldier with a gas mask, with animals dying. And combine this with the fact that one of the founders of the airport discovered the Australian antigen strain, makes this strange inlay of OAG have a double meaning. Number 1. There is evidence in the public domain that there is something massive under Denver Airport. The airport is home to a number of tunnels, including a tram that goes between concourses and what the airport called a failed automated baggage system. This was a massive system of tunnels that could only be described as a transport network. Why so many large underground tunnels were needed for what was described on paper as an automated baggage system is unknown. But it hints that it was built for other reasons. When the airport was first being built, 5 massive buildings were built somehow incorrectly. Or so the airport said. But instead of destroying these buildings, the airport chose to bury them instead and use them, at least according to the airport, as massive storage rooms. These 5 buildings exist close to a massive tram system, which the airport says is not working and has been abandoned also. The 5 buildings that were buried were made of reinforced concrete, and were made to withstand massive amounts of pressure. Also, the airport also has a number of additions which seem to make no sense, unless you were trying to build something more than just an airport. For instance, according to the Denver International Airport website, the fueling system of the airport is capable of pumping a massive 1,000 gallons of jet fuel per minute through a 28-mile network of pipes. Each of the 6 fuel farm tanks holds 65,000 barrels of jet fuel. This is a lot of fuel for a commercial airport. In fact, it is as much as 40% more fuel than the largest airport in the world, King Fahd International Airport. This is an extensive overreach in fuel needs, and suggests that the airport might be hoarding fuel for other purposes. That is, before the bunker doors close. It is also worth noting that the airport also has massive ventilation shafts. So large in fact, that they are larger than the massive commercial jet planes that land on the airport. This begs the question as to why an airport that is supposed to be above ground has such massive ventilation shafts. But if someone was going to build a massive doomsday bunker, would they really build one in Denver? The answer is yes, because in fact, for a doomsday bunker, Denver, or at least the Denver airport, is in the perfect place. It is located within reachable distance of both the east and west coast of the United States. It also has high mountainous terrain that can provide a strategic viewpoint as well as a level of protection to those who take shelter in the bunkers. If there was a giant wave, for example, such as those recorded in ancient times, with archaeological evidence, caused by massive comets, then the airport is located enough inland to provide as much wave break as possible given the terrain. This just adds one more strange fact about the Denver airport, that may point to the fact that there is more to the airport than we are being told. But given its secrecy, we may never really know the truth. Unless, of course, it is too late to do us any good. In which case, let us hope the murals are not the prophetic kind. What do you guys think? Do you think that there is something really strange about Denver airport? Or do you think that there is nothing out of the ordinary, and that is just an airport built over budget, that has some strange murals and a strange construction history? Stay tuned and subscribe to Esoteric Detective, to keep up to date with the strange and unusual. And please give a thumbs up, if you liked the video. And do let me know what you think in the comments section. Until next time,